I need y'all to listen to this. No matter what side of the aisle you're on, red, blue, black, white, check this out.
Separate from school choice, we're going to take the Department of Education, close it. I'm going to close it. We'll have one person, could be you if you decide to retire.
Okay, Mr. President, here's what bothers me. Here's what bothers me about that. So let's say you have a liberal city, let's Los Angeles, San Diego, and they just decide we're going to get rid of that history. We got new history. This is America built off the backs of slaves on stolen land. And that curriculum comes in.
Then we don't send them money.
3 things about that clip I want to share with you. Number 1, Donald Trump said that he wants to close the Department of Education. The Department of Education funds the majority of our public schools. Matter of fact, not the majority, all of our public schools. If the Department of Education ceases to exist, you're going to see school closures all around this country, especially in those areas that need schools the most. Underfunded areas, the underrepresented areas, the poor areas will see their schools close. And what's going to take place? Only options will be private schools. How many of you out there can afford to send your child to a private school, pay $10,000 to $20,000 a year for them to go to kindergarten? Really? The second thing, did you hear what the interviewer asked him? He asked him, well, what are you going to do about these schools that start teaching about this country was built on the back of slaves and black history and things like that? And Donald Trump said that he's going to stop giving them money. He's basically saying if schools start teaching the truth about history, you're not going to receive money from the federal government. We're going to close you. We're going to shut you down. Does this sound like a textbook out of Project 2025? And the third and last thing, you got one black man on that panel sitting there with him. And what does he do? Not a damn thing. He sits there and laughs and kiki and ha-has, but doesn't check him on any of this. Anything that he said that was racist, anything that he said as far as shutting down schools for teaching the truth, he just sat there. And that is textbook of a lot of these black men that we see nowadays. That's why I'm so hard on black men, because a lot of us are silent when racism is slapping us right in the face. You won't even stand for the people who have raised you. You won't even stand for the people who have died so that you can sit in that seat. But it's black men like that I got a real issue with. We got to do better. And this is not just for black men. This is for anybody who's voting for Donald Trump. If after seeing this video and you see that he wants to shut down the Department of Education, when you're sending your kids to a public school, when you see that he wants to cut funding to schools who teach the truth, when you see that and you still support him, you're supporting racism, you're supporting misogyny, you're supporting all these things that you say that you're against because you're what? A Christian. Well, act like a Christian, act like Jesus, and don't support something that is opposite of what Jesus would be.